Native species and alien species. The species present in a territory can be divided into two categories, native and alien. The native species are those species that were born in the territory where they live. The alien species, on the other hand, are those species that live in a territory different from the one where they were born. But how does the spread of these species happen? The commercial globalization and increasing travel for tourism purposes has facilitated the arrival of alien species. Some seeds of foreign plants manage to arrive in the new territory through bird feed. Some animals are imported for food purposes, but they escape and stabilize in the new environment. The survival of alien species in the new territory is favored by several factors. In the new environment often have a few natural enemies. They reproduce quickly and are long-lived, they quickly expand their range, they are adaptive, and they are pioneer species. Are these species dangerous? The alien species may prove to be a very useful resource for humans. Some alien species, however, are dangerous. These species are called invasive species. With invasive species, we mean an aggressive alien species that threatens the biodiversity of the environment in which it is established. Those species may have a negative impact on the general health, since they carry disease from their original habits. There are also numerous problems related to human production activities, such as economic losses caused by the destruction of crops. Only the 10% of alien species adapts to the new environment, and only 10% of these become invasive. It's not possible, however, to predict which species will become invasive, and not even when. Invasive species in Europe. Speaking of Europe, we can see that there are many invasive species. Tree of Paradise. It was imported into Europe in 1740, was able to quickly colonize large areas and suffocate competitors. American lobster, originally from the waters of North America and closely related to the European lobster, compared to it is more prolific and more resistant. Invasive species in Italy. Let's now go into detail and move to Italy. Grey squirrel, autochthonous in North America, has arrived in Italy as a pet. It poses a serious threat to the red squirrel, with which it competes and to which it can transmit certain diseases. Ambrosia. It is a species native of North America and has an enormous allergic power. Which measures can be taken to avoid the diffusion of the invasive species? The contrast of invasive alien species is controlled and regulated by the European Union, but legislative instruments are often insufficient. It is necessary, in fact, that each of us is informed about the danger of invasive species and collaborates in preventing the spread of the latter, avoiding to buy alien invasive species as pets, and immediately signaling new invading outbreaks.